All right, so this is my April calendar. So I have started right now, like work, 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 boom, boom, boom. But now that I'm thinking about it, where my white owl? So I said white owl. Excuse me. I ain't even gonna speak on why I said that. This is my affirmation bag. It says, excuse me, another day of sunshine. I love this little baggie. So it's got two compartments. I keep my color pencils over here. I get these color pencils that twist down so they don't make my bag dirty. I used to hate that as a kid. And then I got like my highlighters over here, my white out, and my washi tape, my scissors, some stuff. So I have some white out here. I'm gonna go ahead and take Thursday off my calendar. And if any of my clients are watching this, because a couple of my clients is in this group, I so apologize. Listen, if you need something done right away, please just reach out. So I'm really, really trying to prioritize rest right now. So as I stated before, I'm gonna go ahead and take Thursdays off my calendar. I already had took Mondays and Fridays off my calendar. And this may seem excessive to some, but this is how I want to live my life. And just because I'm taking off, this is of my J.A. Shaw business. So I still be doing work for other stuff, just not for this business. But right now, I'm going to take my schedule down to Tuesdays and Thursdays. I said, sorry, Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So this is my schedule, but different things that you can put. I'm sorry, my throat is scratchy. I just had some breakfast. Different things you can put on this calendar. Let's say you run a business and you want to keep up with like your clients. Let's say you want to keep up with the hours of, I am or was still in transition, a virtual assistant. I could keep up with my hours for different clients on this calendar. I could keep up with my hours just for my business in general on this calendar. Whatever, is something that you want to be able to look at big picture is what I would recommend putting on this calendar. So Mondays are my date day, which is also my off day, which is today. Hey. Happy Moon Day, my favorite day of the week. So I just went ahead and put off as well as date day on my Mondays. My Sundays, I'm going to go ahead and put Soulful Sunday. I am trying to get better on my schedule. I don't know if I had mentioned yet, but I apologize. Yesterday we did not have the Soulful Book Club. I was having some technical difficulties. We will go ahead and resume. I'm going to go ahead and get the calendar fixed as soon as I get off of here, and then I'll go ahead and make a post about it. And we'll go ahead and resume chapters 2 and 3 for this coming Sunday's discussion. All right. I got my Soulful Sundays down. I got my Mondays down. Tuesday and Wednesdays, I have my other business. All right. Fridays, I'm off. Off. Thursdays, what do I want to put down on a Thursday? So again, when filling out your month or your week or anything in this journal, you want to be as intentional as possible. You always want to keep your goals in mind, what you're looking to manifest. So I recommend going back to the page that asks what you're looking to manifest. Although I put some bigger goals on here, That's just how I prefer to manifest. If you have some smaller things on here, you definitely can make sure each month that you're doing something to work towards those goals. So I have moving out the country as my first thing I'm looking to manifest. I would like that ASAP, but that is going to take me some time. So I already feel like a lot of things that I'm doing, I'm working towards manifesting moving out of the country. I also put down optimal health. So like working on that food page, that exercise page, morning and evening rituals for my depression. That's all huge for optimal health. Generational wealth. I'm working on that. Okay. Peace of mind. So again, I keep talking about how I'm trying to prioritize, rest at the same time as priority. I'm trying to prioritize rest at the same time as productivity, because I'm really focused on my peace of mind right now. And my last thing was security and protection. So Thursday, I want to say, is the day of Mercury. And I should know what that means. I want to say that's like money day, if I'm correct. I'm going to come back to this day. Again, I want to be really intentional, and I have a couple ideas in my head. I could make this a Moody Pool day because I really want to work at the Moody Pool, and I haven't, I said want to work at the Moody Pool. I haven't put as much into it lately as I should be. I have some people on there, so I need to definitely put some effort into that. But I'm going to keep this page blank for right now. I may keep it blank and just like go with the flow that day or something. We shall see. Let me move on. So practicing awareness. This month, how do you want to practice awareness? Of course, we do our prompts. But there are other ways in which you could practice awareness. So some key areas for self-awareness are personality, values, habits, needs, and emotions. If you look up on Google or anywhere else, Pinterest, I love Pinterest. If you look on Pinterest and say self-awareness for personality, or like emotional self-awareness or something, something along those lines, tons of things to pop up that you will want to explore for yourself. So each month, and I definitely think that you should be practicing awareness more than just this page. So I may possibly put more awareness pages in this journal, but make sure you write small on this page because there's not a lot of space. And make sure that you do some type of awareness exercise that will provide you with some insight. So I'm going to go back. I want to say 1 month I did this one and I really enjoyed it. So when researching different things that I could do to practice awareness, I came up on this exercise, and the question was, what are my flaws? So if you have not explored your flaws yet, I will challenge you to do that this month. So some things that I wrote down for my flaws was addiction. And what does addiction mean? In this case, addiction means restlessly seeks greater highs. I'm not going to go into detail, but that's one of my flaws. Anxiety, perfectionism are all things that I wrote down for my flaws. How can I take accountability for these flaws? So that's where I got to telling myself no. If you're wondering why for the last couple weeks I keep writing down on my weekly boundaries telling myself no, is because I'm working on my addiction. I'm working on myself seeking greater highs. Tracking my triggers. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I may put that as a page because that is a page that I have in my bullet journal before I created this journal, was tracking my anxiety triggers. I know everybody doesn't have anxiety, but Just about everybody does. And I feel like different things make people anxious. So having an anxiety tracker is absolutely awesome. And the last thing I put for how I can take accountability for my flaws is practicing acceptance. So I'm accepting that I have addictions, that I seek greater highs. And in order to try to fix it, I'm going to focus on telling myself no, as well as moderation. That's why moderation pops up on my boundaries a lot. All right, so I'm not going to fill in my page right now. Definitely want to look up some other exercises and cool things that I can learn about myself and help heal myself to put on this page. Our monthly goals. So what are you going to unlearn? What will you relearn? And I want to say on a new journal, this is where you find a difference. So I want to say I took the unlearn and relearn out and I made it a whole entire page. Because it's very important. Unlearning things that no longer served you in order to relearn things that actually serve you is very important. So I'll probably make another video with showing that page from the journal just to go a little more in depth into that, because that's a little more, I need a little more time for that. So for my airbenders who have this journal, what will you unlearn this month? What will you relearn this month? So for myself, I don't know. I want to wait. I want to take that question seriously. I don't just want to write down something. So what will I do more of and what will I do less of? What will I give a try? This page is very important. So again, I really take some time to figure out this page before you just write down what you're trying to bring into this month. Emotion tracker. What are some good emotions? I already numbered mine. So you want to go ahead and number, I guess, let me see how many days I said was in this month. It looks like there are 30 days in this month based off what I wrote on this tracker. So go ahead and put the numbers in a spot that you would like to color in, and then go ahead and fill in your key. So I know I want to continue working on contentment. I also would like to keep gratitude or grateful on my key. But some emotions that you want to track here, I definitely would say just like down is an emotion I would like to track, if that is an emotion. What else? Because, I mean, like, down to me is, like, unproductive. It's, like, sad. It's, like, addicted, if that makes sense. So those are the three that I'm just going to start with right now. I'll fill those in a little later in the day. I'm trying to get outside today. Daily gratitude log. So every day you want to write down 3 things that you are grateful for. Just simply, my cat, love, life. You know, just 3 things that you're grateful for every day really helps to maintain a high vibration and help you live in a space of gratitude, which helps you receive quicker, better, faster. So your weekly tasks on this for the week of line, I always like to write down the dates. So I want to say today is the 5th. So this is like the 5th through the 10th. That's what I write on that line. Write whatever you please. You could write like first week of April or something. So again, I would recommend before you fill out this page, going to your weekly goals and really figuring out those goals before you figure out anything else for the week. So I'm going to go back to my goals for last month just to see what I can do good at. And I want to bring over discipline. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm just simply going to write, and I'm going to write this in capital letters. Watch, I spell it wrong. If I spelled this wrong, y'all don't say nothing or make fun of me. I'm actually going to go back to the week before, to the week before too, just to see. because I ain't do this stuff right here. Do I want to take that on this week? I don't want y'all to lie to yourself. So don't write down things that y'all not going to actively make an effort to do. Like, I really want to get back on my fasting schedule. But, like, do I really want to start that today? That's something I need to think about. Because I wrote it on here 2 weeks ago and I didn't do it. So, like, that's not my goal, to write down stuff that I'm not trying to achieve. Yeah. Okay, so that's just, nah. So I'm gonna put down editing journals. I don't know, I feel like I'm feeling a lot of pressure right now with these weekly goals. I'm getting a little anxiety because I feel like in our society, I feel like I'm being pressured to, like, work, get all this stuff done. But, like, in a spiritual sense, I'm not being pressured, but I'm being encouraged to, like, rest and, like, meditate and have peace of mind and just flow and just be. And, like, those are two really hard things to implement at the same time. So that's just my struggles. So I'm feeling a little anxiety. My heart is beating a little fast. Anxiety triggers will definitely be going. I'm gonna write that down just so I don't forget. Add anxiety trigger log to journal. Yeah, so weekly goals. I'm gonna write practice compassion. Something that I practice often, but it's just different to be aware of it constantly versus it just sitting in the back of your head and being something that you know to do, but something that you're actually consciously practicing to do. So I'm going to leave my rest of my goals blank, and I'm going to come back because, again, I want to write down some really good things that I'm able to get some stuff done as far as my goals. So remember, my goals was peace of mind. That was one of my biggest goals that I want to work towards this week. So my week-specific boundaries. I am affirmation. I am... I'm going to write I am at peace. It was just the first thing that popped in my head. And, I mean, it flows with what I'm looking to manifest. So that's where I'm taking it this week. Last week I was focusing on being intuitive. This week I'm focusing on being at peace. So that makes me bounce back up to my weekly goals and prioritize peace. I feel like peace and rest are two different things, but they could be considered similar. So my week specific boundaries. Telling myself no is going to be first, because I really didn't do good at that last week. Myself kind of doesn't even like that myself is working on this, but you know, it's cool. Moderation. Those two go hand in hand in my head, and I slip every week. And I'm going to come back to the rest of my boundaries. So for boundaries, again, think back to what you're looking to manifest. Think back to your weekly goals. Think back to what you are really trying to accomplish this week. What boundaries can you put in place in order to tackle those goals, in order to make progress on those goals? Same with the morning rituals. So morning rituals are meant to raise our vibration. What raises your vibration? Maybe some self-discovery you need to do. These don't have to be long things. These could just, one of my things that I've been writing down lately is saying thank you, thank you, thank you before my feet touch the ground in the morning. First thing when I wake up. But the first thing I'm going to write down is early rise. As someone who suffers from depression, waking up early is key. And then what I say, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm sorry, I'm a slow writer. All right, early rise, thank you, thank you, thank you. Next, what do I want to do? What do I normally do? Like, think about this for real because you want this to be attainable. So normally, I get up and I get right in the tub. But lately, like the last week, that hasn't been, I ain't been sticking to that. I've been lollygagging a little more. But I'm going to say herbal bath because my intention is to get up and get right in the tub. Sometimes I'll be in there for like 3 hours. When I get out the tub, pamper myself. That definitely raises my vibration. And I'm going to put pamper in parentheses, music. I definitely feel like that helps the vibration when I like get myself right. Then I'm ready to like tackle some goals and do something. And then of course I'm going to write down yoga and meditation and put meditation / prayer. Or actually, I'm going to do yoga / meditation. And prayer / breath work. So I kind of just doubled my last two. But like I said for last week, I've been like doing these together. So I feel confident that I can get all of these things accomplished within my morning ritual. So please don't write down anything that you don't feel like you can actually accomplish during your morning ritual. It's supposed to help you during your day, not put more stress on your day. So if you want to put down things like, I know my best friend likes to have her morning coffee. Write your morning coffee down. If you feel like that's something that gives you a good vibration in the morning, write that down. If it's making breakfast for your child, if that's something that you want to do every morning. I know a lot of kids ain't in school right now, but if you want them to still have a routine like they were in school, still waking up, still getting a shower, still coming down, getting some breakfast before they leave, go back upstairs to get on the computer, write that down. So like write down what happens in your morning, but make sure that has a intention to raise your vibration, to add to your day, not take away from your day. So with the weekly exercise and the food diary, again, sweating for exercise really helps raise your vibration, or at least maintain the vibration, because while you're doing things to raise it, it's working on releasing the things that are like keeping you way down, if that makes sense. So I'm not gonna write mine down right now because again, for the last couple of weeks, I just been writing down crap, and I don't want to write down crap. I actually want to write down things that I'm gonna be able to achieve. So for maybe this week, I'll come back and fill out these things as I do them, so that I'm like looking at it like, oh, it's empty, oh, it's empty, oh, it's empty. Maybe that'll work better for me. My weekly food diary. I'm still processing if I'm fasting this week or not. So I'm going to come back to that as well. But if you want to know some different things that you can put down, there are things down here like meatless Mondays, no sugar, just water, less carbs, whatever your goals are as far as eating. Remember, I don't know how to say this nicely, but eating meat does lower your vibration. So like just keep that in mind if you want to like maybe eat meat once a day, or like I know some people, my other best friend, he like to only eat like chicken. He don't like to eat like red meat and stuff. So like however you feel about those things and you want to start making progress in those areas, you want to write that down on these little spaces here. So that is the food page. And then our last page for the week is going to be the evening rituals in our sleep check. So I am going to do a lot better this week on my evening rituals. First thing I'm going to write down is unplug, which I always write that down first, but I'm really going to make a conscious effort to how I be hitting in morning rituals. I'm going to be on these evening rituals this week. So I wrote that at my top line. My last line, I'm going to write early set. And this is kind of how I set myself up every week, but this is really how I want my stuff to flow. So I want to unplug. I want to learn something. And I put learn something. So I want to unplug. I want to learn something. I want to do some yoga. I want to... I'm going to write connect with my partner. And then something else I was going to, read. I want to read before I go to bed. Now a lot of the things that we put on these lines be more, self